Common name, giant flying lizard. Scientific name, Draco magnus, meaning great dragon. Weight estimate, 200 to 300 kilograms, 440 to 660 pounds. Length, 3 meters, 10 feet. Wingspan, 6 meters, 20 feet. Temporal range, late Cretaceous, present, 100.5 to 0 MYA. Distribution, Southeast Asia, Central and South America, Africa. Description, a large reptile that has a wingspan of about 6 meters, 20 feet, and a body length of about 3 meters, 10 feet. It has a light and hollow skeleton, with reduced bones and organs. It also has a large air sac system that connects to its lungs and extends into its wings, neck, and tail. It has a powerful heart and a high metabolic rate, which enable it to maintain a high body temperature and oxygen supply. It has a thick skin and scales that protect it from the sun and wind, as well as from predators and parasites. It has a keen eyesight and a well-developed sense of smell, which help it locate prey and avoid danger. It also has a long, forked tongue that can detect chemical cues in the air and on the ground. It has a venomous bite and large, curved, and serrated teeth, which help it hunt and subdue its prey. It feeds on a variety of animals, ranging from small rodents and birds to large mammals and reptiles. It also scavenges for carrion and eats fruits and plants. It lives in rocky and mountainous areas, where it finds suitable cliffs to launch itself from. It glides from cliff to cliff, using its tail to steer and balance. It also lands on the ground or on ledges to hunt, mate, and lay eggs. It is territorial and solitary, except during the breeding season. Evolution. The giant flying lizard evolved from the smaller flying lizards of the genus Draco, which are native to Southeast Asia and have a wingspan of about 20 centimeters, 8 inches. The smaller flying lizards use their wings to glide from tree to tree in the tropical and subtropical forests, where they feed on insects and small vertebrates. They also use their wings to display and attract mates. The giant flying lizard is the result of a series of mutations and adaptations that occurred over millions of years, in response to environmental changes and selective pressures. Some of the factors that influenced its evolution are: climate change. The global climate became warmer and drier, which reduced the availability and diversity of trees and plants in the forests. This forced the flying lizards to expand their range and explore new habitats, such as rocky and mountainous areas, where they could find more food and shelter. Competition and predation. The flying lizards faced increased competition and predation from other animals, such as birds, monkeys, and snakes, which also lived in the trees and fed on similar resources. This drove the flying lizards to become larger and more aggressive, as well as to develop venom and stronger teeth, which gave them an advantage over their rivals and enemies. Sexual selection. The flying lizards used their wings to display and attract mates, as well as to signal their fitness and quality. The larger and more colorful the wings, the more attractive the flying lizard. This led to an increase in the size and brightness of the wings, as well as to the evolution of secondary sexual characteristics, such as crests, spines, and dewlaps, which enhanced the visual appeal of the flying lizard. Natural selection. The flying lizards that were able to survive and reproduce in the new and challenging environments were the ones that had the most favorable traits, such as larger size, lighter weight, higher metabolism, better vision, and more venom. These traits were passed on to their offspring, which further improved their chances of survival and reproduction. Over time, these traits accumulated and resulted in the emergence of the giant flying lizard. Time period. The giant flying lizard evolved during the Cenomanian stage of the late Cretaceous period, which lasted from about 100.5 to 93.9 million years ago. This was a time when the Earth was warm and humid, and many types of reptiles, such as dinosaurs, pterosaurs, and crocodilians, flourished. The Cretaceous period also saw the diversification of many groups of lizards, such as geckos, skinks, and iguanas. The giant flying lizard could have been one of the most successful and unique members of this group, adapting to the changing environments and exploiting new ecological niches.